So welcome residents of Santa Fe Hills, and obviously hopefully we have people joining us from the new developments as well, right? We have basically two new developments, or three, you can break them down. We have obviously Ridgeview, we also have Foothills, and I have Rancho Santalina in here, as well as Skylark, right? So Skylark, one closest to us, and then everything else kind of goes up from there. So first of all, I want to welcome you in. My name is Orzhel. I'm a broker owner of Realty Max. If you're coming here from the previous video, right, you already kind of have this information. So you already kind of know who I am. I've been doing this for 23 years. A lot of people do know me, what I do, how I bring value to you. But I want to make this much shorter. I don't want to go too much into things. I'm going to do Rancho Santalina towards the end really quickly. Market, again, the market's doing fine. I already said we have 30% more listings, and you can see this right here, in fact. Let me pop this up. As you can see here, let me see if I can make it even better for you. All right. So as you can see here, we have just proper bottom of, what's considered Santa Fe Hills, not looking at the upper new communities. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the market, right? That's a lot of homes. I mean, compared to what we used to have, 1 or 2, we really are 30% to 40% more listings on the market. What does that mean? Well, it means you have to be more competitive, right? That means that buyers have a little more choices, right? And you have to be really strategic the way you do things when you put the home on the market, because homes that are well positioned and are ready visually, right, will go pretty quickly, and you'll see that in a second. The homes that are not quite dialed in are going to stay in the market. In fact, we have a couple of homes that are coming through a second cycle with the same agent. I'm not sure how that's supposed to change things, but it is what it is. So why don't we just jump in, kind of look at it, and as I promised, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible for everybody. All right, so let's do this. We have on Avenida Amistad. Oh, by the way, there should be a link. If you're on this page, on the bottom, you can see everything that's sold. So I'm not going to go too deep in solds, because you can always click on it on whatever link you want. You'll have all the information and pictures, whatever's available, right? So Avenida Amistad, that's on the market, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,652 square feet, $999, right? Another one on the market, that's the second time, I believe, 819 Avenida Codorn, 76 days on the market. It's a largest model, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 34 square feet, $1,299,000. Now it's $1,280,000. This is the second time on the market. I mean, I already know what's up with this. I tried to speak to the owners, and they decided to go, I guess, with an agent that's lives in the corner to them. But I know exactly what the issue is with this, and I don't think that's going to be corrected. That's simple. Anyway, well, actually, it can be corrected fairly easily, but you have to have people that are open to your suggestions, right? Let's see, Villa Barquero, 69 days in the market, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. That's the one with the downstairs bathroom and bath. Originally it was 1 million, let's say 1.2, and now it's 1.1. So the price has been dropped. I think this one needs some work. I don't remember anything there that's specific or unique. Dark floors. Okay. So again, they're trying to sell something that's really not in a condition to fetch the money, right? The yard is okay. It looks like they're not really looking at anybody, so that's a plus. But like I said, if it was my listing, I would handle it totally differently. Anyway, let's move on. So we have this one here. Let's see. Next one. This is Visalia, and this is all the way on top on Ridgeview. 1,932,000. This was being asked for. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. 69 days in the market. Look, it's a nice home. It has some views there. So, it's a KB home. I think this one might be getting flipped. Somebody lived there for a short time. Now they want to unload it. I mean, the thing with this homes, like I said, as you can see, the backyard is unfinished. More or less, it's still staged. So, it's a nice home. But again, as you can see, the new neighborhoods, they do go up to 2 million. In fact, we're going to see there's been already a sale at 2 million. So there's been a a range set. However, things have been pulling back a little bit, right? So let's look at another one. This is Via Barquero. I'm sorry, I missed the Azul. 1370 through, let's go up, Crest Line. Crest Line is the base, and that's 12 days in the market, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1991 square feet. They're usually under that. I believe this is a single story, and 1249 is the asking price on this one, right? I mean, they're nice homes. They're open floor plan, single story. You know, again, somebody's bought it. They're trying to resell it. So I'm not sure what the issue is. I can see what the issue is here, and probably everybody else can too. Sometimes, like I said, you got to do what you need to do. You got to stage the home. You have to unclutter the home. And sometimes, like I said, agents don't want to tell their clients the truth because they fear they're not going to get a listing, and it becomes to basically not be good for the person trying to get money. Avenida Azul, 1373, 33, 939 asking price, 718 Via Barquero, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2366 square feet. 5 days in the market, as you can see here, 1,120,000, and they're keeping this floating still. So this is the home, right? It's painted. You kind of get an idea what's going on here. I mean, like I said, when you're looking at this, I'd like to know what you think is wrong with this home, why it's not moving quickly, what might be the reason. I always like to hear people's opinion, especially people who are not in the real estate business, because, you know, it's just kind of cool to hear that. Anyway, so this is it. And as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 that are pending. So again, we have kind of, in some way, 30-40% more listing as somewhat of a small explosion, right? We have Via Barquero 817, 7 days in the market, 5-bedroom, 3-bath. That's the largest one, 1,229,000, and it's an escrow. That's the one, basically that's facing the Foothill. You know, they're nice. They have privacy. I think I sold one a few doors down. It is there. It was ready to go. I think it was nicely set up to do so. Camino del Sol, 3-2-1140, 795. Those will usually go quickly, although those had 11 days in the market. They're just small homes, not quite big enough for family of 4, but I'm not sure why it's not showing it. Let's see. Yeah, it's an older home. You know, it's just an older home. Looks like they did some of the stuff here. It looks like they did the cabinets here. So again, when you have only like 1,140 square feet, you have a size issue, and at the same time, 3-bedroom, and that size house is going to be pretty small bedrooms, obviously. But at price point, a lot of people will want to bite on this, right? Via Caliente, 3-3, 1662, 990. Looks like they dropped the price to 975, more or less. 30 days in the market. Let's look at some close, right? As I mentioned to you, Basalia, Place 940. Again, this is the one on top, Ridgeview, I believe. Sorry, Ridgeview. They're new. I'm getting used to them as well. This is the one that actually was sold by the builder. As you can see, they were asking $2,105,000, and they sold it at $1,875,000. If my math is correct, I think it's about just a little over $200,000 of a haircut. But again, builders, when they need to sell, they're going to sell, right? They have construction loans. They need to move on to the next projects, and they really are a good view of the market, right? Because obviously, if there's a lot of buyers, they don't need to reduce the price. If there's not enough buyers, they have to reduce the price. Bottom line is that. And let's look at this one that closed here. This is Avenida Fregata, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,100 square feet, 2,000 build. Looks like $1,099,000 was asking price. They got 1.1. I'm not sure if there was concessions or not. I have to look. And if you're interested, shoot me a line, and I'll do that for you. And Corte Raquel, 649 Corte Raquel. Very popular housings. They're built in 91s. They have beautiful vaulted ceilings. They're older, but they do have some things that people are still looking for. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,500 square feet essentially. Asking price was $1,150,000. Looks like they got 1,230,000. So about 80,000 over, which is great. I think they did really well. So let me jump really quick on this one right here, on the last one. And like I said, we're gonna go to sorry, I have somebody obviously wanting me here for some reason. We're gonna go to Santalina really quick. So we have two on the market in Santalina. One is 1672 Las Flores Drive, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 1259 is the asking price. 33 days in the market. Unlikely to sell at this price. It's already been on a little too long. Avenida Regina, 15 days in the market, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,300 square feet, and they're asking 1149. Right? Let's look at some pictures. Start with this one. Clean, very nice. Almost looks a little staged, but very nice. So far, so good. This, if you haven't seen the homes there, now you kind of get a chance to see what they look like, right? Live, more or less. Very nice home. The only thing I can tell you is it's nice, but based on, they're asking 1,259,000 for 3,300 square feet. So you're looking at 1,000 square feet more and 100,000 less. I don't think it's adequate for that. Just to be perfectly honest, this is the bigger one that's being presented, right? I mean, it's not bad. Pictures could be better, my opinion, right? I probably would have brought a staging consult on this. Just got this dialed in. I mean, very nice. Like I said, it's a nice house. Nothing to sneeze at. Very nice. So, and as you can see here, yeah, it's very nice. What is this black thing there? Sorry. Okay, so I have built-ins. Yeah, like an office. Very nice. So this home, like I said, is a very nice home. And they're asking 1,259,000. The difference between the price, why would somebody buy this one? It doesn't make sense. I think you would agree. If you have a disagreement, make a comment. What's closed? Let's see. Recently, the most recent one is Avenida Regina, and that was 0 days in the market, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,376, right? So same as this, as you can see. And this one closed at 1.2. Now, I don't know what happened. Again, we're looking backwards. So I think the market is shifting. We have more listings. So let's look at this one really quick. What has happened here? A lot of upgrades, built-ins. Looks like a Murphy bed. Nice color palette. As you can see, they've done some very nice things here. Very nice, staged up. Almost something that you would see in a brand new developer house or a model. Right? Right, so as you can see, boom, it just got sold. Very nice. So they probably have a stager, somebody come in, as this is service I provide, help them kind of dial it in. Somewhat private, like I said, it's as I call it, a cutie pie, right? So let's go back. So this one sold as 1.2. They're probably basing this one 1,149,000 on this, but again, we're looking backwards on this one. Let me see. Let me take a quick look really quick here. This is Tammy. So you have two different people here. Okay, so more or less, you kind of get the picture of what's going on. This is longer than I want it to be, but this is all I want to say. Again, when it comes to selling your property, time is money, and if you're going to sell it, you might as well do it right. You really don't get a second chance to make a first impression. You gotta do it right the first time. You can't test the market. You have to understand the dynamics, right? We have many different ways of doing things. We have a trade-in program that allows you to even sell to more people. So there's many different elements that we bring in to be able to capture more and more buyers, and primarily most of the people that I know of in this market. So if you're looking to sell, feel free to reach out and we'll set up an appointment, kind of take a look and go from there. I want to sign off again. This is Orzhel, broker owner of Realty Max. Thank you again for visiting me. Bye-bye.